EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. First play of the game, first throw of the game. That one brought in by James. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. On play action, he'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That's Washington, the man in motion. They'll turn and hand this one off. Ah, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Ready? Mustang 19. Ready?
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
Come on, set. Ready?
He'll look to throw. That's complete there to James. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Barkley. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. It'll go down as an incompletion. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Hold on. Check.
Back to the air, it's Goff. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll throw it left and has his running back. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to...
Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Number 13, Christian Kirk. Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. And what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And the Browns have a first and goal forthcoming. Takes this down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A run on first and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 10-0 lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll run. It's the rookie from Alabama. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. On play action, Goff. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Scramble rules. Every team has them, and the teams that execute them the best, that's where the big plays come. It's exactly the case here. Great job by the running back sensing his quarterback move from the pocket. Stay in phase, be friendly, throw for the quarterback, and once he gets the ball in his hands, he can do the rest.
On first down, it's Goff. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. 10-0 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. To throw is Goff. This is intercepted. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Browns. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Goff to throw on first down. This one complete right side. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
This one intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will take over possession here at the 44.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll look deep for Pittman. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10.
76.
Now Goff. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. So Goedert, the tight end, comes in motion. A second down throw for Goff. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll go play action with Goff. To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Jake Elliott now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Eagles try to climb back into this one. It's now 24-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. Bronco swing. Rocco switch.
His drive will start on the ground. Past midfield. He's inside the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Browns add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Goff to throw. Open man, Devontae Smith. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Hold on. Check.
Goff. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith, and that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll set up 4th down. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Ball carried by number 20. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A handoff as they try to run it here.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Now a 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
4 now.
Now give on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Shell.
On 2nd down, Barkley. He'll get about 2. Tackle there by Michael Hall. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Ric Flair.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Now, this looks like a design run.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Hey, kill!
He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Goff. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
And an Eagle first down.
Throwing, Goff. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. On 2nd down, Goff. That is caught by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And that'll go out of bounds. A great effort. They wanted to pin them, a directional kick, cover it, but instead the ball goes out of bounds, so it backfires, and they'll take over at the 40-yard line. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Eagles 14.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Firing right side, brought in by Brown.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Throwing here is Goff. A short throw taken in by Goddard. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game.
And he will get into the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain brings us 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll look to throw. Going for it all. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
That's caught downfield by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
I love this play call, Mike. You see it so often. They say after sudden change, take a shot. Now, if you're the defensive side of the ball, you have to be prepared. You know that's what NFL offenses love to do. In this case, they either weren't ready for it or they were unable to stop it. But either way, big pickup here right out of the gate to get this drive started.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Here's a run. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. A run up the middle with Barkley. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
This will be returned from the 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
He'll look to throw. That one brought in by James. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He gets this one complete to Pittman. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? Ready?
Throwing now on first and 10. To the right side, and Kurt's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
Now, faking the give. Quick throw, taken in. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup. Second and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll run on second down. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. You don't need much. It is third and inches.
Shut up. Take go.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. He's going to have a Browns first down. They're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Let's go. Go.
Now this time he'll set up to throw. His throw left side taken in by Kirk. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Rig alert. Rig alert. 19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. That's complete there to James. Here's a second and 12.
13-yard line.
Come on. Set. Hut.
Back to throw. A throw on the move is caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here we go. Here we go.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Throwing now from the gun. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Browns. Carty now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Eagles take over first and 10. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
We go tonight. Listen.
On first down, it's Goff. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A second down throw for Goff. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches. From the gun, it's Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on second down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
So here as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's fourth down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on fourth down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll try again here, second and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's Kirk. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. And this one is blocked. Here's Carney now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster, and I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
Let's go now. Go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to run it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 6. They'll turn and hand this one off. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he is very close to the 1st down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
Check, Panther. Go.
They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, 1st down.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Darn Washington. Touchdown, Browns. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Browns tack on one more to their lead. Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Value three. Here we go.
On second down, Goff taking a shot downfield for Smith.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That's taken in.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Goff. That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now Goff. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He's got it at the 7, and he will score. Devontae Smith, touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, really down to the point where every possession they need to score, and they get a touchdown here to stay alive.
Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of this team. They find themselves down big late, but there's no quit. They're continuing to fight back, and they got a chance to make this one a 2-possession game here late.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he gets in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. We'll come back here. Within a couple of scores now, it's a 15-point game. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. first and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here we go, here we go.
They're going to go play action with Penix. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
At their own 30-yard line.
Hey, Cal. What?
On first and 10, here's Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Goff to throw. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A gain of 15. Well done. Facing third and 14, they pick it up.
Five. Cut.
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Here we go. Cut.
Back to the air, it's Goff. He's going to look downfield once again. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And slim pickings there to about the 12-yard line. Second down and 8.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now.
The ball carrier. Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of